It's time for Friday Flicks. Today, two challenging films are available for viewing this weekend. Here to review Bones and All and The Wonder, as always, film critic Chuck KOPLINSKI. Thanks so much for joining us. How was your Thanksgiving?
Good. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. All right, so let's dive into which one are we kicking things off with?
Why don't we go with Bones and All? It's not appropriate for Thanksgiving, but it does have something to do with... Do you know any cannibals?
Not personally, no.
You may.
Oh, okay.
You may. According to this film, you just might, because apparently they are among us. And here we see the cannibal lovers at the focus of Bones and All. There's Timothée Chalamet. He plays Lee. And then a young actress named Taylor Russell. I was not aware of her until this movie. She plays Marin. Very good here. This is set in the mid-1980s. And Marin, she's looking for some answers. She's come to find out from her father that from an early age she has displayed this habit of wanting to eat people. And as she gets older, these cravings become more and more prevalent. And on the road, in order to find the mother she never met, she meets Lee, played by Timothée Chalamet, as I say. He, too, is an experienced cannibal, and he shows her the ropes as far as how to hunt and how to keep moving in order to cover her tracks and make sure that she is not caught. This is a love story, believe it or not.
Okay, that was my question. Yes. What genre is this?
It's a mashup of a lot of genres. Okay. It's a love story. It's a horror film, obviously. But it's also done in such an artistic way that you get sucked in by it. It really is, at times, a beautiful movie, visually and even also emotionally. Russell and Chalamet, they're very good together. You believe that they are passionate about one another. They're also passionate about eating people. This is not for the faint of heart. They pull no punches as far as this central act is concerned. And for the first hour, this is a classic of the horror film. It gets off track, though, in the last half and starts to meander. Had this film been about a half hour shorter, I think it would have been much better. I cannot stress this enough. This is not for everyone. Not for everyone at all. But if you're looking for something challenging, if you're into the new term that they use, elevated horror, then this is one to check out. But definitely not the sort of family film you see after the Thanksgiving meal.
Got to kind of prepare yourself before you watch this. Definitely. Is it streaming in theaters?
This one's in theaters.
All right, and let's move on to The Wonder. What's this one about?
The Wonder. This is a really interesting film. There you see Florence Pugh, and as always, she is wonderful. You can see this one on Netflix. She plays a nurse in the 1800s. She's an English nurse named Lib, and she's been called to a small town and been given an assignment. Apparently, she is to live with a family and observe their teenage daughter. The teenage daughter in the family claims that she has not eaten for 4 months. Of course, this is impossible. And Lib, being a nurse, decides that she is going to try and get to the bottom of this mystery. A nun has also been deputed to do the same thing, to observe her and report. And what we have here then is a clash of religion and science. They are trying to disprove this whole notion that this girl isn't eating, while those in the religious community are clinging to this, hoping that it is some sort of miracle that they can call to. This is a slow burn film. I mean, this is one that will tax your patience at times, but Pugh is always interesting. And just when you're about to give up on this thing, something interesting happens. And we start to get more answers as far as just what is going on. The movie really is also about female oppression. They live in a patriarchal society that wants to keep women in their place, and very much represented by this young girl and how they start to control and manipulate her family. Ending, really like the ending. So as I say, this is one that rewards your patience. If you're looking for a very interesting period piece, The Wonder on Netflix. Liked it, didn't love it.
You know, I started this movie yesterday. Last night, didn't get to finish it. I was really excited for it because I saw a lot of people saying that it was Pugh's best performance, but I don't know if I would necessarily say that. What do you think there?
She's good all the time. She's good all the time. I loved her in the movie that no one saw earlier this year, Don't Worry, Darling. I thought she was incredible. But she's the type of performer that when you see her name on something now, you're interested because she always gives her all, and she makes good choices. So, but make sure you finish the film.
All right. Thanks so much for being here, Chuck.
You bet.